Welcome to my channel. My name is Adina. I'm an intuitive astrologer. In this video, I will be covering the energy around Chiron in Aries. Chiron has been in Aries since April of 2018 and will stay in Aries until June of 2026. And I'm bringing this up at this time because there's a lot of significant activations happening around these eclipses that we are experiencing at this time. And the fact that we will have the North Node transiting through this area with Chiron until the January of 2025. And before the node actually shifts out of Aries, there's quite a few significant activations that will be occurring. And so I really want to go over that energy and talk about it because I think it's really powerful and it's really bringing a lot of self-discovery energy, self-development energy, and an energy around harnessing our personal power. And so if you align with my energy and you enjoy my content, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video. Now let's get into it. So we are about at the midpoint of this whole Chiron and Aries transit. It's really interesting that how Chiron is right in the middle of Aries. Now we have this solar eclipse, this new moon solar eclipse happening April 19th of 2023, activating this Aries energy, which I believe is activating energy that's going to continue to shift and change for years to come until Chiron leaves in 2026. We are eventually going to have a Neptune Saturn conjunction in Aries. And so there's a lot of energy that's really happening. The Saturn Neptune in Aries conjunction is happening February of 2026, just a few months before Chiron leaves. This is going to be like a final activation. And when we are talking about Neptune and Saturn is really solidifying things, bringing foundations, and almost bringing like boundaries to the unboundaryless energy. Like Neptune is dissolves boundaries. There's no boundaries with Neptune. Neptune is also extremely spiritual and represents our spiritual journey. So the fact that we are having this Neptune Saturn conjunction in Aries, where it's like whatever we are moving through up until that point, discovering who we are, developing our spiritual practice, developing our personal power and realizing the power we truly have and tapping into that power and learning how to tap into that power. We then have Neptune and Saturn come in, which kind of solidifies it in a sense. Whatever spiritual journey you've been on throughout that time, Saturn's going to come in and almost balance it out and bring this like solid energy that grounds it in. So it's really, really interesting. We also have October 17th of 2024. We are going to have a lunar eclipse in Aries at 24 degrees conjunct Chiron at 21 degrees. And so this is like a year and a half from me recording this. So as you can see, this energy is literally starting right now and is going to play out and amplify as the time goes on. And that's why I really wanted to talk about this, because I believe that the door is opening now where we are going to slowly start realizing who we truly are, what we are truly capable of, our psychic abilities and personal powers, and how to tap into them, how to use our intuition, and how to use our intuition for many different purposes. And so it's a really interesting energy that I wanted to bring to your consciousness and bring to your awareness so that when things are coming up for you and you are moving through this energy, you maybe know and understand why things are coming up, because I do want you to remember that Chiron does represent the wounded healer. So it's a lot of stuff can be coming to the forefront now and ongoing that you need to heal from and heal through. So old wounds, old traumas, vulnerabilities, and this is going to be a time where they can be kind of just show up right in your face and it's going to be like, yep, here I am. You have to deal with this energy in order to move past. And this is healing lifetimes of energy, like lifetimes of karmic energy. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. So, in many ways, this is also the beginning and the ending of major cycles. So, this is just truly, I believe, the ending of what we thought we once were and the beginning of discovering who we actually are. So, it's quite interesting. It's quite amazing and significant. And I wanted you all to be aware of that. Also, you want to know if you have any personal planets or points, because this is going to amplify that energy big time. Whether you have personal planets or points in Aries or Libra or any of the cardinal signs. I want to talk about quickly that lunar eclipse that I brought up in October. It's October 17th, 2024. And this one has a lot of activations. And so I really want to talk about some of the other energy and activations occurring at this time of this lunar eclipse. So the lunar eclipse will be at 24 degrees of Aries. Chiron will be at 21 degrees of Aries. We will still have the North Node, so that's why it's an eclipse, because this North Node will still be in Aries. We are going to have Jupiter at 21 degrees of 21 degrees of Gemini, sextiling Chiron. So we have Jupiter bringing in this wisdom, knowledge, insight, opportunity, and optimism. Then there is also a grand cross or a grand square with Mars in Cancer, the Sun in Libra, Pluto in Capricorn at 29 degrees. So this is going to be the last stretch of Pluto in Capricorn, and then before Pluto officially moves into Aquarius. And then Pluto square, and then Chiron. So Chiron, Mars, Sun, the Pluto, there's this grand cross being activated by this lunar eclipse. And so that is quite significant. Mars will be in Cancer, and then Pluto, I said, in Capricorn. And so the Cancer, Aries, Capricorn, Libra area of your chart is going to be extremely activated with this healing energy, because we have Chiron. And so this lunar eclipse is going to activate this healing energy coming in to officially bring up any last challenges, issues, trauma, or wounds that you're moving through, to finally clear out before the North Node leaves Aries, and then we finally move on. And so it's really powerful. So I really believe that until January from now, April of 2023, until January of 2025, we are looking at massive clearing out, like clearing out of old energy, clearing out of old karma, clearing out of old trauma, old wounds, old negative, or not negative, but lower vibrational energy that has had us stuck in a phase of life almost where we've felt, I feel almost like it's sticky, like this residue or this energy that's got this residue on it that finally just needs to be cleared out in order to kind of move on and grow and develop our true self and develop into our power and really step into our new journey. And so it's quite interesting. It's quite exciting because, and I say exciting because I think there can be challenges coming up. I think that it might not be the easiest energy to move through because we are talking about healing and old traumas and wounds and energy that can be quite hurtful, that can bring up emotions like anger and hurt. But what I want you to do is to remember that if any of this is coming up throughout this time, to move through it, to heal from it, and to let it go, to figure out what feels right for you, because there's not one way to move through this energy. You have to feel what is right for you. Listen to your intuition, develop this intuitive knowing, and just move with the energy. Go with the flow, meditate, ground yourself, and feel it out on the direction that your guides and that your higher self is pushing you in. So I wanted to bring that up just to be aware of what the energy is that we are moving through, but truly how powerful it is. And that we are about to step into energy that will be unfolding over the next few years until Chiron officially moves out of Aries in 2026. So after we have that huge activation of that lunar eclipse in October of 2024, we then have that Saturn-Neptune conjunction come in. So whatever we have moved through, we have that energy almost, like I said before, solidifying whatever knowledge, wisdom, power, intuitive abilities, psychic abilities, whatever we've gained throughout that time. Saturn is coming in and just grounding that in for us, creating that solid foundation that we need in order to move forward with this new you and who you are after all of this self-discovery. So it is quite significant energy, and I really hope that this helps you. Could probably make another video on this after we get into the energy a little bit. I'll probably make a Chiron and Aries part 2 after kind of being in the energy and feeling it out. I'm sure I will have more intuitive messages for you, but I hope that this helps you prepare for what is coming up. And thank you so much for joining me, and I cannot wait to connect with you all in the next one.